Hey Sports World, it's another episode of Sports with Psycho Sam. I just want to talk about the game. The Broncos got the W today. That's 2 in a row. Hopefully on Thursday we make it 3 in a row, beating the Chiefs. That's going to be a tall task, but I think we can get it done. The defense looks superb out there. Everybody was hitting and getting after the ball, getting after Marcus Mariota and Ryan Tannehill. Did a very good job on defense. Like to see a little bit more out of our offense. We got to do better. So I'm just going to go ahead and run down some stat lines here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The Tennessee Titans had 12 first downs. The Broncos only had 11. Both teams had 2 of 14 on third down conversions. The Tennessee Titans were 0 of 2 on fourth down. The Broncos didn't go for it on fourth down. There's some opportunities that I thought we could have made them first downs if we went for it, like 4th and inches. Good old QB sneak, you know. It's 4th and inches. Joe Flacco's a tall guy, 6'4", 6'5", like 230 pounds. Get that big boy going forward. He's only got to get, 6 inches. Come on now. It's only inches to go. Like, you don't even really have to do anything except for extend forward. And we got some big guys up front. We got some hogs that push forward. Connor McGovern, and Dalton Reisner, very good. We held them to 39 rushing yards. We had 103. They only had 165 passing yards. The Broncos had 167. So total yards, the Tennessee Titans only had 204 total yards. The Broncos had 270 total yards. The Tennessee Titans only got 1 sack for 10 yards on Joe Flacco. The Broncos had a whopping 7 sacks on Ryan Tannehill and Marcus Mariota. The Broncos sacked Ryan Tannehill 4 times, and Marcus Mariota got sacked 3 times for a total of 42 yards. Interceptions thrown by Tennessee was 3. The Broncos threw 1 pick, which I believe was lost when Joe Flacco threw it up there. Noah Fant couldn't find the ball, and Joe Flacco kind of hung it up there. So it was just a bad play on that one. I expect better from both of these players. They're going to be good. We're still getting things together, man. Rich Scangarello is the first-time offensive coordinator, so things still ain't working. You see how our defense is working now, though. So, yeah, that's a good sign. Things will come together on offense. Just remember that. It will come together. I believe it. I see it. I see great plays. It's just about having timing and having good play calls, in certain areas. You gotta do better. So punts, Tennessee Titans had 9 punts for an average of 47 yards, and the Broncos had 8 punts for an average of 50 yards. So everybody who's saying that our punter wasn't doing good, you're crazy. 50 yards a punt is excellent. And then penalties, Tennessee Titans had 6 penalties for 40 yards. The Broncos had 8 penalties for 51 yards. 3 of those were on Ron Leary. Another one of those was on Garrett Bowles. Got some holding penalties. That's going to happen. You can't be clean every week. We've been doing a really good job. We only gave up 1 sack as well, so we've been keeping Joe Flacco clean. Doing a great job holding up in protection. So yeah, Titans fumbled the ball 1 time, but they didn't lose it. The Broncos fumbled twice, didn't lose any. The Titans possessed the ball longer than us, believe it or not. 30 minutes and 14 seconds, and the Broncos 29 minutes and 46 seconds. It's about even, though. They got it a little bit longer than us, but we did a really good job holding our own on defense. Good stops. And just run down some numbers right here on just the players. I'm just going to give like the top players for the Tennessee offense. Well, not really top players because they did crap. They played like crap. Marcus Mariota, 7-18 for 63 yards, 2 interceptions and 3 sacks. Tannehill was 13 of 16, 144 yards, 1 interception and 4 sacks. Henry only had 28 yards on 15 carries. We held him pretty much the whole day. Humphreys was their best wide receiver. He had 6 receptions for 47 yards. That's only like 7.6 yards a catch, man. That's really good. We were holding them down. Weren't letting them get open routes. We were stuffing them. And for the Broncos, Joe Flacco was 18 of 28 for 177 yards, 1 interception, 1 sack, no TDs. Got to put up a TD in every game, man, I believe. Philip Lindsay had 15 carries, 70 yards, and 1 TD. That's like a 4.7 yards per carry average. I think he needs to up the ante. Rich Scangarella needs to hand the ball off more to him. He needs at least 20 carries. I mean, we can still get Royce Freeman touches, but I think Philip Lindsay needs at least 20 touches a game, man. He can do it. Cortland Sutton had 4 receptions for 76 yards. Had that long one. And on the defensive side of the ball, Von Miller had 1 tackle, 1 assist, a half sack. Alexander Johnson, freaking all over the place. 6 tackles, 3 assisted tackles, 1.5 sacks. Big beast right there. Hell of a game. Justin Simmons had 4 tackles, 1 interception. Chris Harris Jr. 3 tackles, 1 assisted tackle and an interception. Mike Purcell 5 tackles. Todd Davis 6 tackles, 1 assisted tackle. Derek Wolfe had 3 tackles, 2 sacks. DeMarcus Walker 3 tackles, 1 assisted tackle and 2 sacks. Kareem Jackson had a tackle and an interception. Shelby Harris had 2 tackles, 1 assisted tackle, and 1 sack. This defense was all over the place. They were getting after guys, gang tackling. Shelby Harris also deflected a pass. You know, some of these guys that I mentioned didn't have like explosive stats out there, but they were making sure they were in their gaps, forcing the guys inside when they needed to, forcing them to the outside, to the sidelines when needed be. Malik Reed getting pressure. Von Miller got pressure. That whole defensive line got pressure, man. Mike Purcell has been the answer when it comes to the run game. He's been in the backfield. He's hard to block. He's a big dude. He sheds blockers. He's a manly man. He gets in there and makes the tackles when he gets his hands on you. This guy is a run stuffer. I'm loving the play on defense. The last 2 weeks have looked great. This is the type of defense that we need to play all year long. All year long. The offense will come in due time. I see glimpses. They have great spurts here and there, and then they just sputter out. They just need to figure out the little pieces, you know, the nooks and the crannies. It's still a work in progress. These guys are all young. All of them are young, except for Emmanuel Sanders and yeah, Joe Flacco. Those are the veterans on offense. Freaking Philip Lindsay was what, 25. Freaking Cortland Sutton is like 23, 24. Deshaun Hamilton as well. Noah Fant, he's rookie, 22 or 21. These guys are very, very young, so they're still developing. It's a new system. But the offensive line, man, looks great. They are pounding people. Dalton Reisner is a beast. just handling people left and right when he's blocking. Looks pretty good. We had a few penalties. Just need to get that together. False start. There was one series that we had a holding, a false start, and then another holding penalty, and that was pretty much it for that drive. We just got to keep hope alive, you know what I mean? Just keep on working at it. It'll come. The offense is going to come. Best believe that. They look good. I can see it happening. This defense, next week, Thursday night football, Broncos Chiefs. I'm calling it now. The Broncos are going to win 20-17. We're going to hold Patrick Mahomes down, and we're going to stop their run game. And the Broncos are going to win on Thursday night. I'm saying it now. All we have to do, man, I know it's a tall task, but all we have to do is get pressure on Patrick Mahomes, make him one-dimensional, and just play great defense. And when we're on the offensive side of the ball, we got to be running the ball. We take that formula from the Colts, and I think we can do it 2 times better than the Colts did it. So yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and do that. And if you got any comments, go ahead and leave them as well. Rah!